Well, said the joystick's a little, the factory CX40 joystick is a little not as responsive as I would like. You're putting a lot of effort into moving the joystick, just the nature of the, the pressure type switch that they use in them. Not horrible, but I think it can be better. So this video, it's a little bit off track for what the channel normally is, but I am a vintage arcade collecting, playing type guy. So you know what, I'm gonna make a video about this because I've been wanting to try this for a while, and this is the perfect opportunity. What we got here is the infamous Atari 2600 system, and our incredible classic joystick. CX40, I believe, is the design model that they called this thing. Well, the one thing I don't really, the games are fun and archaic and fun, but the joystick's kind of a pain in the ass. I think you can make it better. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a run at actual prototyping something to make this joystick better, which involves replacing the board inside and switches. So we make it a little bit better. This is truly prototyping at its root here. This is literally just grabbing a bunch of garbage laying around, throwing it at something and seeing if it makes the product any better or any different, to determine whether or not to pursue anything further. So let's get out of the shop here and get this thing taken apart, and we'll start the process of prototyping a little better joystick for the 2600, but still retain this classic appearance. Alright, got a little excited and already took the thing apart. If you ever take them apart, there's not a whole lot to look at. Here's those little contact pressure type switches that they got going on in here. That they work, but not a lot of response, feedback from a switch itself that something's actually happened. Simple cable, looks like 6 pins, maybe. Yeah, 6 pins for various functions, ground, and then the what amounts to 5 buttons: right, left, up, down, and fire. And the magical little red button. So what our plan is to replace these switches with this little tactile button. Nice click, nice firm contact. So we're doing this on a budget. Let's just do a little quick mod to one of these things and see how it works out. But that's the plan. So to start out with, all we're going to do is make this. I don't want to destroy this. Let's just keep it around in case I want to flash it back to its original state. But we'll just make a copy of it on a piece of thin plywood. So we can drill out accordingly, get all the holes to match up, and begin mounting switches in it. So first things first, let's just make a trace of this and get it cut out. Okay, there you go. A duplicate of the original board here. Now, next on the agenda is we need to figure out where each one of these buttons are going to go on here. And then we'll be able to drill these little holes for the my theory is I'm just going to solder. Obviously, I just need one of each one of these contacts, one in this corner, one in that corner, for the actual switch part of it. Solder some leads on it, send them through a hole, and then just epoxy these down on the actual piece of plywood, like so. The end result will be this little nub right here will actually be pushing on these here, is the plan. Because we're retaining the original pin in the center here, everything should line back up again, and it in theory should work. But let's find out. So let's get some marks now transferred to here for these button locations. And there, I got the center of where that switch, where that one switch is at. Right there. That button right there is going to be right there. So with that all in play, I'm just going to rinse and repeat and do the same thing, mark all these out. Probably drill a center hole, and then we can drill the small holes for the actual contacts to go through and start soldering up wires. Yay, solder. All right, there we go. So slip a little bit of heat shrink over the top of those, and rinse and repeat 4 more times. Won't put you to the pain of watching that, but let me solder them up. We'll be right back. Okay, there you go. Got them all soldered in. A little bit of heat shrink on each one of them. I guess next we'll just have to drill these little holes in this radius here to feed those wires through and epoxy these switches all into place. I think maybe we'll just do one to start with and just set it together in case any corrections need to be made, and then take it from there. So here we go. Let's get the drill out. Alright, so after some careful remeasurements, and okay, I just guessed again, and I got them lined up right this time, so they're all sitting over the top of all the buttons. Those look pretty good. So, but anyways, yeah, if you just think about that, huh? No, this will probably break away easier. Didn't think about that, but I'm not sure how strong that plywood's going to be, but they all seem to work just fine. So I guess now we just need to solder up our leads. First identify the pinout, to go check the internet and find out what the pinout is on it. Solder everything up and screw the cover back together again. We'll try this thing, see if it works. Feels better though, I think. Alright, time to solder. Went online, got the pin out for the connector, for the actual joystick and the wiring. So we'll just connect all these wires up and that'll be it. So I'll hold tight, do some soldering here, and get this done. Alright, there you go. It's all soldered up. So let's just twist the wires and try to get them inside the case. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, I did. And then we'll go plug it in and see if it works. Alright, reset the game. I don't remember how to play this one. Oh. Yeah, for these type of games, it's definitely way better. Oops. Let's try chopper command. Oh shoot. Ooh. Shoot. Well, there you go, it works. So prototyping is all about taking an idea and throwing crap together and seeing what sticks. We literally grabbed a buck's worth of tactile switches, a little piece of plywood, and a little bit of wire, and made a prototype. Like I said, I think it's better. It does feel much more responsive. And like I said, you could buy, classic joysticks for Atari 2600 that have these switches in them. But, I like the design. I think it looks kind of cool, and it's part of the nostalgia of playing a system like that. What happens with this, I don't know. Maybe I'll go out and drop a PCB for them, and have a few of them pounded out, made, and switch the rest of my joysticks over. Like I said, I like to incorporate where I just duplicate this board here, so literally you just unplug wires and plug them right back into the new board, and off you go. You're done. So maybe we'll try that. Maybe it'll show up on the channel. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So that's it for this video. We'll close this one out. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.